Hi, today I want to share with you the quickest and most simple art journal spread that I have created ever. It's bright, it's fun, it's funky, and I hope that you stick around to see just how easy it is. I think that this art journal, mixed media art journal spread would be perfect for anyone. If you're time poor, you just feel like creating something quick and fun, but you don't want to spend too long, but you want to, knock out a art journal spread without too much trouble. I've used some basic supplies, which I think would be easy for beginners to get their hands on, but I'll also talk about alternatives, things that you could use um, in case you don't have what I have. I have used sprays which are a little bit harder to get, so we'll talk about things that you could use instead. Some of these other pages, I've got to fix up that spread. Some of these spreads in this journal, they've taken quite a long time. There's lots of different elements. And I just wanted to create something nice and quick. And I've done it with this page, this spread, and I don't think it's any less effective. So I really wanted to prove to myself, again, like my last video, that I don't need to spend too long. There's still lots of lovely layers, but the layers went down so quickly and easily. I've used some washi tape um, and some sprays, but we'll talk about different alternatives to the sprays because I know that they're a little bit more niche, a bit more difficult to get. And I think it looks fantastic. The focal images are from my Ko-fi shop. I've popped a link in my description box below, but again, you can just use images that you have pre-printed. That's what makes it really quick. So you can just choose colors off the images that you're using. And these images are a little different to what I usually use. So again, I'm pushing my boundaries. I'm going something a little bit cutesy than what I'm used to, and I'm going to choose colors that are brighter than what I'm used to. So I think the end result is really effective. So join me, let's make a mess and have some fun. If you want to check out this sheet in my Ko-fi shop, it's called Dress to Impress. And let's get into it. Welcome to my channel. I'm Dani from The Glittered Rose. I'm a mixed media artist from Australia, and I just love creating in my art journal and sharing them on my YouTube channel. I was rather surprised when I was in my local bookshop, Harry Hartog, and I saw that they had washi tape. It was so pretty I had to grab a packet. Not particularly cheap in comparison to to what you can find it online at places like Amazon and eBay, that sort of thing. But it was really pretty, so I had to grab a packet. So I'm going to focus on a super quick background and just basically washi tape. So the pattern paper is going to be washi tape in a variety of patterns, and I'm just going to tear it up and pop it down. And this is going to be super easy and super quick. I'm not worrying too much about where I place things because by the time the spread's completed and all the different elements are on, probably not going to see too much of it. So I'm just popping different tapes and I'm going to be overlapping things as well. Here I've got a cute little stamp washi tape. So that still fits with my washi tape theme. So that works. Now I've pulled out some really pretty floral washi tape and I'm popping that on too. So I'm just tearing up the washi tape so it's irregular. I quite like that look. I'm going to glue down the images now and seal the washi tape just to make sure that everything's glued down nicely. just so then I can start overlapping the focal images with a little bit of the washi tape, just so everything sort of is a little bit more coherent and it just doesn't look like I've just stuck the images on top. Um, I think it just looks a bit more coherent when there's a little bit, um, when you've got some things overlapping them focal images as well. Okay, so I am now just painting with a little bit of gesso, and just knocking back a little bit of these layers just so that it stays in the background and blends everything together. This is just a trick that I like to do. You don't have to do it. I just think it makes everything a little bit more cohesive and blends everything together. You can see how it makes everything look as I'm doing it. Just a little bit of info about this collage sheet. So I have a Ko-fi shop with collage sheets that are available. They're not all like this. They're not all cutesy. This is really the only cutesy one. Um, and it's $5 a month. You can come and go as you want. You don't have to stay. So it's $5 per month for a subscription model. And for that, you get access to all my collage sheets. Download as little or as many as you want. You get access to every collage sheet in A5 and letter size. And each collage sheet, you get access to all the individual images as well. So you can print the images as large or as small as you want. And all my images are fantastic quality. They're not pixelated, so you can blow them up to a larger size and you can print them smaller as well. So you get a lot for your money for $5. The link's in my bio below. All right, so that's looking pretty good. That's just a trick just to make everything a bit more cohesive. I got this freebie stamp in the mail from Old to New, and I think it's just got a nice sort of sketchy outline. So I'm thinking I might use this for the background. Fill in some of this white space a little bit. And I'm just using my books as cushioning because I can't be bothered getting out my stamping platform. If you don't have stamps and an ink pad, you could do a bit of sketching. You could fill in with it a little bit more washi tape. You could just use what you've got. Um, you don't need to use stamps. You could do a little bit of more collage. I've used a permanent ink because I will be going in with a wet medium later, so I don't want this to run. And I just like the loose sort of sketch feel of this stamp, and it was the right size for this format because these pages are only small. Okay. Oh, for anyone who's new to my channel, my books are available on Amazon as well. All right, so that's looking good. I'm happy with that. I did think twice before using texture paste because I thought it's a bit, in case you don't have texture paste, but I came to the conclusion that if you're going to do mixed media, you need texture paste. So for me, texture paste is a non-negotiable. But if you don't have it, you can do it without it. You don't have to use it, but I love it. So I did include it, especially if you're going in with a wet medium. There's something about texture paste and the way the wet medium, um, the way texture paste catches the wet medium. It just sits between all the texture. It's just, I love it. All right, so I'm going to let that dry and I'll be back once it's dry. Oh, I should mention I've used my cheapest texture paste. This is from Kmart Australia. So you don't need fantastic, expensive Liquitex or, artist quality texture paste. Just grab what you can find because this stuff's fantastic and it's going in an art journal. It doesn't need to be. I'm a great believer that it doesn't have to be the best quality. So I'm very out of my comfort zone here. I'm using cutesy images. So I thought I might go bright colors with these sprays. So I've grabbed out my Lavinia Stamps Mysticals and I'm going to use them around the texture paste. So these have got a mica in the colored spray. So they're really cool. They'll have a real glisten of either gold or water with sprays is a great blending tool. So they're usually gold, I think. I use
they could
water
have
to
like a
blend
coppery
the
colour,
colors together,
but
I do love these.
it's also
Very
great to
bright,
use as a
so
diluter.
I find them a little
So I use a
intimidating
lot of
sometimes.
water
So I don't tend
help
to
blend
use
and
them.
dilute
But I
and
thought
get the colour.
today, why
and
not? Effect that I want. So I
These
just like to
pages
have a
aren't
play and
particularly me,
be
but I'm still
mindful that
enjoying
I've
doing them.
got texture paste there and I don't want a soggy mess. So I can't use too much water. Oh, that spray's a bit funny. It went on her face a little bit, so try to mop her up. It's a good thing with sealing the images. You can usually just sort of wipe it off and it's usually not too bad. If you don't have these sprays, you could use, if you have other sprays, of course, you could use those, or you could use a little bit of watered down acrylic paint. You can use inks. You could use watercolors are fantastic amongst texture paste. You can use watercolor pencils. There's lots of different options. You don't need to feel like you have to rush out and use what I use. Just have a think of what art supplies you can use and what alternatives would work for you. This is getting a very rainbow effect, which I'm loving. I think this is very cool. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to probably call it done with the sprays, dry it off, and then I'll be back. So continuing those sort of sketchy floral marks with the stamp, I'm going to just do a scribbly border on the focal images, just so that they can stand out a little bit, because I think they're getting a little lost at the moment. Just being careful through that texture paste because it's still a little damp even though I've dried it off a bit. I'm quite happy with how they're looking. There's still some white space there, but there's lots of interest, lots of textural interest, which is what I really love about mixed media. Still lots of layers, but it was nice and easy and quick. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think rainbow sounds pretty good for him. Yep. I'd like to know if anybody gets their sayings on straight first time. I can never do it. And I think balance suits her because, coffee and flowers, it's all about balance. I know I'm all out of balance if I don't have my morning coffee, or at least 2 cups by 10:30. I think that's looking really good. I'm happy with this. I'm gonna grab out some chalk and edge it. I think a light grey would be perfect. I think black would be too heavy. Yeah, not black. I think this is a good experiment for me. You know, I'm always brights aren't my cup of tea. And this is just bright enough for me to be comfortable with it. Still lots of white space. But I think it's quite cool. I love it. Let me know what you think. Which image do you like more? I think I'm quite fond of the bear. I made artist teddy bears for quite a few years, so I have a soft spot for bears. They were character bears. So I have bears all around the world sitting in people's collections. All right, I'm going to pop this in an art journal and we'll have a close look. Here we are, all finished. I have to say, I'm really happy with the end result. I should mention that I created these spread for my group, the Glittered Roses May mid-month challenge, dressed animals. So it was heaps of fun. You know, push myself out of my comfort zone and created something really different. So thanks for the inspiration, Diane. If you'd like to join the Glittered Roses, I'll make sure I'll pop a link in the description box. We'd love to have you. We're a group of super friendly, easygoing paper artists from all over the world, and we have 2 monthly challenges. So we'd love if you join us. All right, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching to the end. Be sure to let me know what you think. Leave me a like. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. It'll help me out. It lets YouTube know that my content's worth pushing further. And yeah, if you want to create a super quick, easy background, Washi Tape is fantastic. All right, thanks guys. Till next time. Bye for now.